All right, welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. So I'm going to go straight to the program like always. A few months ago, COS made a post and said that she's going to, Biafrans and USB government are going to introduce survival vessel. And people begin to lose their head. People commented on that, people reacted on that in different ways. Some in support, some in is against. And I don't blame anybody, no matter what you choose then, because knowledge or information, they said, is a power. So if you don't know, you don't know. No matter what, you need to calm down to understand what that means. So that when you are going to criticize it, you will criticize it objectively, based on what you already know about what survival vessel means. And then I made a video where I told us a little story about what I think survival vessel is. And that story goes this way. There is a community, one community, another community, and they were having conflict, having land dispute issue, you understand it? So the thing then got to confrontation. They started fighting each other to the extent they have to war against themselves. And that war is not friendly. They lost, a lot of life was lost. And that did not end there. So it created a very big enmity between these two communities. But during the time the war was on, a man from another community, from like one of the community, I don't want to mention the name, from one of the community, is used to know, they used to know him by, what is called the FOP. I don't know what is FOP in English language. Like local trumpet, if I may use the word. Like you might go pay him now, like you pay him in PA on P, just name it any MP, right? If the MP, in Afia, like the Impiana a somehow. Oh, this Afia OP. Cannot be an Igbo language, in case if you don't know. Some of you I believe many of us are conversant with what I'm talking about. So the man used to the OP. What happened is that he lives close to the land, not very close, but when he climbs a tree, he will be able to see this boundary, that place where they're having land disputes between his own community and another community. All right. So the other community were insisting that they want to continue farming in that land. This community said, no, we cannot farm there. But where survival vessel come to play in this issue is this. Anytime this committee, penetrate to that land to farm, from time to time, the man used to climb a very big tree in his own land, his own compound, so they will be able to see what is going on there. So each time he noticed that he suspect that there are people that some people have penetrated, all right, to farm there, he will now climb that tree with Fuzea Opi or for Dopi. He will not alert the entire community, because why he climbed a tree to, if the people simply means is for that Opi sand to go viral, because Opi for Nana and keep for Nana abroad the same. So the man will climb that tree and wait for the of another Topi. The hope which time the community hear that to Opi, they know there's a danger in that land dispute. So the warriors of the community will now, they now pick their ngwog and start heading towards that area and start chasing those people away. Because Nibo language, that's that Nabara Kazana or Ejiganako. Meaning that if you, despite the land is, they're dragging the land and all that, if you allow them to continue farming there, it will become more evidence that land belongs to them. Because where were you when they're farming there? So that is it. So this man used that to OP. One, to allow the community that land, these people are not making use of the land. Second thing is, when he suspect that their own warrior are coming to attack, once he used that to OP, people will be, will be alert, and they will go on defense to protect the entire community. So that knowledge, this story made me to somehow understand this survival whistle at initial stage. Why I say I don't blame people that are attacking it then, it's only because we may not know this what it means, or you have not been in a society or in an environment where there is a kind of serious riot or war. If you have been in the environment where there is this kind of thing, you understand better. Because they said, like I said, knowledge is power. There's a story that someone told me what happened during the Nigerian Biafran Civil War, that many people prefer to call Nigerian genocidal war, okay, because of the people, because of hunger and everything that happened in Biafra land. But that's a story for another day. So the story goes this way: that during the Nigerian Biafran Civil War, there's what is called Opiaka, Lekuyeba. Let me do it very well. Something like this. Many of you may know how to do this, but as someone who grew up in a village, I know it very, very well. Now, this time, Biafran used it to alert. That's a story because I wasn't there, all right? So, Biafran used this sign to inform able young men that danger, maybe Nigerian army are coming close, that kind of thing. Or maybe if you're at home that need to hide, you need to take cover. Instead of you to start shouting, this kind of sign is very, very important in a society where there's danger. Like we now have it in our land based on our code, their code, and CS says a lot about it. So now, yesterday, after some months, that CS made this initial statement about survival vessel, Biafran should start expecting it. Yesterday, there's a breaking news, and that's what we are watching. What you are seeing now on your screen is the arrival of the survival vessel. All right. But before then, let me remind you that FallBack and FallDeep have used this all this while to attack anybody that they think you are in favor, you are speaking for USB or you're in favor of USB. They will always ask you, where's your whistle? Now remember, there was a time there's one sickness, one virus that was spreading somewhere in Imo State, that there were a kind of warning for children in the Imo State to take care of, for parents to take care of their children. There's one disease like that. That disease did not circulate much, but people were kind of confused about it a few months ago. So somebody made a video and said, parents, be careful if you are a child, you have children in primary, nursery school, secondary school, that you should be careful about so virus that is in circulation in Imo State that time. So that our brother made that video, and he was a kind of giving health a kind of warning to warn people to take care of their children, and that this is in circulation. And he gave some tips on how to prevent your children from carrying this disease. And if you he said, ask teachers or your children teachers to know if there's anyone suffering something or have social symptom in the school. If there's anyone, please suspend your children from attending classes. He was giving this tip to save life. Why he such a get hold of that video, and guess what she said? That this sickness emanates from the survival whistle. Then that to her, the survival whistle had been circulated in homeland. She said it on one of her videos that the sickness, that virus emanates, it comes from the survival whistle. Later did she know that the survival whistle has not even arrived. Now it is now official. TS made a tweet and a video with a video clip on it, telling Biafrans the arrival of the survival vessel. So we are going to go there straight. Now, what is this survival vessel? So you can see the cartons, everything is still intact, and This is the video. It's about 2 minutes or 1 minute 51 seconds.
Thank God. This is our survival whistle. We have it here in our eastern region, in our Biafran land. Survival whistle.
Now listen.
You can see it.
Yeah.
Survival whistle. On behalf of our USB DPN, Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, that made this possible. Yes, as you can see, we have over 5 million copies of this survival whistle.
5 million.
And this survival whistle will help us to fight against the terrorists, the Fulanis that are perpetrating into our lands. Yes, yes, Biafra, we have come to stay, and we are not going to stop fighting against the terrorists, Fulanis. Good. Yes, these are the sample of it. Yes. Can you hear me? Yes, good. Can you hear the sound again? Oh, I don't want to blow it harder. Yes, good.
All right, now that is the survival whistle. Okay, the survival whistle is now in homeland. As you can see here, this is from COS Dr. Ngozi Orabeze. She made this, this statement here, and we are going to go through it. But before then, let me remind you, like I told you initially, that people don't understand the importance of this, but they want to talk about it simply because of the hatred they have on COS and USB government. If you don't know, ask question. If you don't know, ask question. That this survival whistle, because what they're saying is that, oh, you have to use the survival whistle to approach anybody with AK-47. You will be AK. And I don't blame Sonak Barawa. You know why I don't blame him? He don't know. I was told that he served as Nigerian police. I don't know if that is true. So maybe what he knows how to do is to collect chandy. You know what I mean by what he knows how to do is to collect chandy. Imanan, Roger. Imagine Roger, Cholomucha, settle boys. If you have been in security field, security department, and you are kicking against it, then you are not trained. Yes, you are not trained. If you know, this is not. I'm not here to tell you that, oh, because of USB, oh, let us support it. No, what I'm trying to tell you is the reality of life. So now, but I don't know where he grew up. If you are a product of village, you will know what is called the ekwe. Ekwe kwa amaba. What is wrong with some of our people? Ekwe kwa. If I have mama, that's why you see 2 people with AK-47 kidnapping up to one in just the moving vehicle going, from place to place in a community. Once they see a young man, they will chain that person and put in the car. Before you know it, they chained 7 or 14 people and drove off. But when you have, if you get a mama, once it will save other people. I had an encounter when I was in school. One morning, I have shared this story before on one of my videos. I was, I have a class in the morning. I think that was 9 a.m. in the morning. So I have to be in school before 8:30 for me, because, in Bongon, I have to hustle to even have a seat. Otherwise, they call on a window to receive lecture. So you have to go on time for you to have a seat where you can now sit down, where you will sit and receive any teaching or any lecture at all. Those days, what happens is that once when I arrive, there's a place called Awareness Ground. For some of you you may know, I was going to submit an assignment Then, before I know what was going on, one Hilux vehicle drove in with soldiers and some people captured, some young guys, half naked and were chained. Before I know what was going on, one army officer conked his catapult before me, pointed at me. Stop! If you move, I shoot. You know that kind of thing. That harassment. Now, I was panicking. I won't lie. I just stand still. He asked me to kneel down, lie down. Without anything, I was following the orders instantly because I know what those this soldiers sitting down Nazaria. The only English if I know shoot. So that thing was ringing in my mind because we used to use that. We used to crack joke with that kind of thing before. Then I have to maintain. I followed every instruction that they were giving me. This guy used my clothes and chain me with one other passerby. He called the guy. The guy who was not even a student. That guy was selling the church card and all this church card in school. They will put on umbrella like that. He called the guy to join me and he changed both of us together. The guy was like, "Oh boy, what do you do now?" I said, "Yeah, if you ask me who I go ask now, that kind of thing." I was there. Only few people, started shouting. Just about 3 guys. They raised their, they started shouting, "Oh boy, waiting." Before you know, waiting. People have gathered. Almost every student, thousands of them, blocked that vehicle. If not, my brothers and sisters, I don't know what would have happened to me. They gathered there to stop that vehicle so that they are not going to drive out from the school premises. If had it been that these people did not do that thing, for example, once they take me out of that school, outside school gate, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. But they stopped them. Even though the army, there were almost 7 Nigerian soldiers. They were beating students at random. Anybody, once they see, they'll give a slap. We would go back. Students maintained it. They say, "You better kill us here." And funny thing is that I'm not even a member of any special group in the school. But for the fact that this person is a student, lucky me, to be honest with you, people in one of the security officers, a man of almost 60-something years, close to 70 years, he happened to be the chief security those days. The man was like, Papa, very old man to compare those soldiers. Only one question he asked, they gave him a dirty slap. They tear the man's face in my presence. "Officer, what did he do?" They say, "How dare you to question us?" Zwine. They slap him. All this I'm telling you now is for you to know the importance of alerting people when you are in danger, when something is going on, for you to know, for you to inform yourself, for you to equip yourself. People can be your God in that situation. That's a passerby can be your God, because if the person cannot fight on your behalf, but using this kind of instrument here, survival whistle. Once the person blow the whistle, another person may have the whistle, that have the knowledge of the importance of that whistle, we blow it. Before you know it, there will be a kind of communicating to that location. Everywhere, that kind of thing that will attract attention. There's no way that will kill everybody. That's number one. And in that process, people that are in charge of security, like people that are new open, may use that opportunity to surface to rescue you. That is what. But some people, out of propaganda and hatred, they will go at any length to bring negativity, to deceive you, to corrupt your mind and all that. Now, let me go straight to the post that you guys have here. That may explain it better. Okay, and I am going to read it from her handle direct. As you can see here, press statement: the USB survival whistle distribution starts. Over 5 million special survival whistle for the United States of Biafra USB citizens have safely arrived inside Biafra land and ready for distribution. Watch video. I have played the video already, all right? This whistle will be carried by every Biafran when they leave their homes. It is meant to save our lives from the reintegrated Fulani terrorists, wearing Nigerian police and military uniform, the Bubago, the Operation Udogachi, Nde Akodo, Nigerian agents, etc., name them, that has invaded United States of Biafran territory. How to use this whistle. If you are in imminent danger of losing your life, blow the whistle once, continuously. If you see the terrorists / our common enemies that arrest and kill innocent Biafrans, blow the whistle twice, continuously. The 40 state governors and county head will offer more trainings to all the indigenous Biafran citizens. United States of Biafra, USB, is a sovereign nation, is a sovereign state that was declared on November 29, 2024 in Lahti, Finland. The first time an emergency device is activated in the whole Biafra. There is no emergency rescue number or device for Nigerians or Biafrans for the past 100 years. Yet, Nigerians exploit our oil and natural resources, ship it abroad, and establish emergency 11 service, etc. for other countries, which is true. You know, funding people to develop their country and acting mumu in your own country. The terrorist state of Nigeria, look at this paragraph. It says, the terrorist state of Nigeria is currently occupying a sovereign nation, Biafra. The government of USB will protect its people and environment. Nigerian political parties headed by Tinubu has been declared a terrorist organization by a federal court in Canada. Nigeria has been declared the most dangerous country in the world for Christians to live. Biafrans are 95% Christians. Dr. Ngozi represents DPM, United States of Biafra. This is the first write-up, and there's another one that she, posted, which I would like to also go through, and that is this one. Pay attention. Now, breaking: the United States of Biafra prays survival whistle tested in Biafran land. Biafrans are waking up and embracing the survival whistle template. Watch video as the community gather to protect an innocent male Biafran whom the Operation Udogachi terrorists with guns hired by the legitimized Soludo came to arrest. Yeah, I'm going to play the video, don't worry. This is extreme. This is exactly how the United States of Biafra survival whistle will work. Every Biafran is a soldier and must carry the whistle around the clock to live. No Biafran child shall be taken away again from Biafran land by terrorists hired by Soludo, Pitamba, Ozodema, Oti, or any Nigerian army or police. The BLA, BDF are the only approved army in Biafran land today, and they don't take away our people to kill. Dr. Ngozi represents DPM, United States of Biafra. You can see it here. Now, let me because the video is there, but if I play it there, it may not you may not enjoy it properly. Let me see if I can bring the one that is downloaded. I think I have a copy of it here. Let me just see if it's going to work properly than from sharing. So this is it, this video. So, in case if you don't understand what is going on here, they are called Operation Gacha, whatever they call their names. You know, they went to this community. They came there to pick some people, and the people in the community resisted their oppression. Just like I told you my own story back then, those years ago, and the same people. So lucky these people. If not, you know how they operate. You know what they're doing. You know how they roll. Watch it. Are you seeing it now? Look at them. You see how, with their gun, you see how they're being pushed around because there are only three. And if you understand the language, don't understand if you name my baby. Because once they hold the gun, everybody is a weapon to them. They can just put the gun, that's all. And government will back it up. Whether by mistake, you can see the vehicle behind this room. But if you, because of fear, you don't want to, you cannot approach them, only you. They will buy you and claim out. There's a video of the operation even in market. Just because people said, talk to them anyhow. I don't know what they said in the market, and they started pulling, trigger. Unlucky to some people, they pay the price. And according to the video that I watched, I have not watched other videos. The one that I have access to watch, 2 women, just gone for nothing because they be a gay. They don't train anybody. They don't train people. You just carry, rifle and give somebody who is trigger happy. Nothing. They will start tying people at will. If not that somebody raise an alarm here, the people that came here to pick would have been a bygone. Before my next Amnesty International update, 2023 or 2021 through 2027 or through 2026, you'll be seeing their name in the list. All right? That is what is going on. Nobody said that Weso is going to defend you or is going to you are going to use Weso to buy them. No, but to stop them, to defend yourself, to save souls. And funny enough, those that are criticizing it, they don't have any mechanism. They don't have any option. The only thing is fight. Where's my camera? They will say, fight. That's what they're saying. Fight. Biafrans, we fight. Biafrans, we fight. He asked them how. We Biafrans, I received a call from Prime Minister. After Prime Minister sent his wishes to you, Prime Minister will soon join us. And I was in Washington, D.C. I spoke with a congressman. He asked me a question, do you have army? You don't know. You don't have anything to offer yet. You want to criticize other people. Can we see your own option? That's all. You see, I don't get anything here. I am not a freedom fighter. I'm not an agitator. But my eyes, I can see. I don't need to belong to government or anything for me to see what is going on. This is my personal opinion. I'm not giving you something and say, you must follow me. No, I don't lead any group. All right? Let's watch. Now that is the video, right? That is the video. There's something I want to show to you before we end this very video, because Sona Parawa, that one cannot disappoint. He always show his his criminal skill. Let's come down here. All right, he said this. I've told you he's the one managing this account. He opened this Twitter when Twitter suspended him in his own from his own personal account. He put this on information / media communication, Biafran government, I think something like that. We are bringing now. He said, "Chai or Abu Fulani, who did this to you?" And I want to ask now, where you go with the Bongo police? According to people, I don't know if that is true. He said, "Or Abu Fulani, who did this to you? Your survival vessel just arrived Nigeria now to be distributed to your zombies. This woman has really made mockery of Biafran, and thanks to God that we have Brigitte to stop your nonsense. You are the one exposing your idiocy. Because God asks that you are from Aquabon, it's not an excuse. As somebody who was involved in 1967, 1960. You know what I mean by that? Ask yourself what happened in that time frame, that year that I just mentioned, 1967 to 1960. Ask every person that is a Biafran, that is in his youthful age, and I'm not talking about the babies or children then. I'm talking about somebody that may be 12 years, 13, 14, 15 upwards. Go and ask them what happened during those days. And ask your next anybody that is close to you, that is an able person, what is this word? Ekwekwo amagba. Ekwekwo amagba. If you know what that means, I think your stupidity will reduce. I'm telling you, it will reduce. So this is your mockery here. These are people that are, when just imagine that somebody posts, nakedness of your parent, and you're in the comments and laughing. What does that make you to be? Let me repeat myself. Imagine that somebody posts nakedness of your own parent, and you are in the comment section mocking or laughing without even knowing that that's your nakedness of your parents. Anyway, if you know, you know. Please make sure you like the video. And the video is getting too long. Let me just end it here. Like the video and tell me what you think about all we've discussed. Did I miss Yan, or did you capture something from what I said? I would like to hear from you. God bless you, and make sure you share it. Very, very important. Good morning.